Hey, what's up guys, it's Jay here and welcome back to my channel, and today I've got basically some brilliant news. So basically today I've just received my Ruroc Atlas 3.0 Savage. Wow, there's so many names. But yeah, so I just like to say a big thanks to Archie and Daniel for getting this all sorted for me. Obviously, as you guys can remember from the previous video, I had huge problems with my crash replacement. It was looking like I wasn't going to get that, but both of them came through. Archie managed to basically get the crash replacement done for me, and he went a little bit above and beyond as a sort of a sorry, and gave me a bunch of cool, awesome gear as well. So that's wrapped up. But yeah, so yeah, let's just get into it. So I'm basically going to just be giving my impressions of the helmet and trying it on, see if it fits, seeing how everything is. I will be doing a review on this. Thankfully, I won't need to wait that long for to do a review, considering I've already ridden with the 1.0 here, which, let's get this out. I'm going to be comparing them, but yeah, going to be comparing the two of what I can, because a lot of it is destroyed. But but yeah, no. So that's literally what we're going to be doing. So first off, with regards to the box, I've just slightly opened it. From what I can tell, the packaging has definitely upped level. Sorry, guys. So similar sort of style with the helmet sleeve, everything. Okay. So from my first initial impression, just from here, this liner compared to the 1.0, from what I can see, just purely this, like I said, this is just an impression video. The difference is ridiculous, in my opinion. It's like night and day. But obviously, this ain't a review. This is just me comparing the two, just seeing what they've done to it, what's made, what's the difference, basically. I will be doing a full review. And obviously, no, they haven't paid me. I had to pay all this my own money. They still have yet to give me a refund for, well, the 30% off. But that anyway. Besides that, yeah, here is the Savage, which, if you guys have seen my other video of my Yamaha MT-09, you'll know that this helmet pretty much is perfect sort of match for it, especially with the plans that I have for it. With my Yamaha MT-09, I'm going to be adding a graphics kit which has Venom on it. So to see a helmet that has pretty much the Carnage sort of style, it just made sense. But from what I can tell, there is just one quick look around. So yeah, guys, I'm just having a quick look around just to check to make sure there isn't any nicks or anything, because obviously this was one of the things I was talking about that I was just sort of, I wouldn't say worried about, because obviously, actually I was worried about, I'm not gonna lie. From what I can tell, I'm just trying to make sure I look at every little bit. From what I can tell, everything seems to be okay. That's a really nice red. So yeah, it's got a really cool sort of shine to it. So yeah, from what I can tell, there's been a heck of a huge amount of improvements, and by improvements I mean like just subtle things. So on here you see these vents. So they're actually a little bit more flush in with the helmet. Now the problem with this one, which I'll just put this one on my lap, is you can sort of see that well, if I can sort of bring it up on the, like, it's not smooth. It almost like, if I run my hand across it, it feels like it's just sort of scraping my hand. It's not really flush with the system, and it's the same with, well, I would have said it was the same with the rubber that was up here, but it's, of course, it's not really gone. But oh, here we go. So if I can get it up, sort of on the camera for you. So this bit here was literally starting to sort of roll away, like peel off almost. And at one point I did cut myself on it, but it was my own fault. I literally wasn't paying attention. I grabbed it with my hands just like that, and I sort of nicked myself. It wasn't that bad. Oh wow, there's a lot of blood on here. But yeah. So yeah, from what I can tell, they've definitely done some changes to it feels, from the looks and feels, it does seem a lot more premium. Now, I will be honest, I've had one helmet which was not AGV, I believe it was a Shui. Was it a Shark? Can't remember specifically what it was. So my idea of like liners and stuff is sort of, I'm not going to be the expert on this, but from what I can feel, just from this liner compared to this one, and you can even see this one is, how supposed to put it, really sort of like the whole mesh sort of design. It's kind of hard to really, like, this whole mesh design, it just feels, I don't know, it just doesn't feel premium. And what they've done here, they've actually put some sort of they put leather, and it actually feels a lot better. And one thing you guys probably noticed, I have not got a chin guard, whereas this one does. So funny story with that, my chin guard actually flew off on the motorway when they were sent out to us. It flew off on the middle of the motorway, and I just couldn't be asked to talk to Ruroc because I was at a stage where I was just, it felt like I was just constantly going to them, look, can I get this because something's gone wrong here, can I go, it just felt, it was just getting a bit tedious. But yeah, anyway, from what I can tell as well, oh wow, that is so much better. Okay, so, oh my god, that's actually that's a lot better. Okay, so one of my biggest gripes when it came to, if I can get that back in, came to the Ruroc helmets was, well, especially the 1.0s, obviously they solved it in the 2s, was the screw visor interchanging, which was honestly, in my opinion, absolutely stupid. I don't know who thought it was a good idea to do that. I ended up losing one of the screws. I had to, again, ask them, can you send some spares? Because I'd lost one. I had to ride on the way back home with basically half the visor sort of dangling, because to be honest, I'm not really going to ride a Yamaha MT-07 without a visor. I kind of prefer not having bugs and stuff hit me in the face. But yeah, so I'm just sort of glad they've fixed changed this out. But yeah, let's get on to the main sort of event, I guess you could say, of seeing how it fits, seeing if it fits. Because obviously, I'm just going to take my stud out just in case, because I don't know why I should have to, but I'm just doing it just in case. I don't want to rip my ear or anything. But from what I can tell, it is better padding. It isn't, I wouldn't say it's like high premium sort of quality, but it is decent for what it is. Is it is it like to the 400, 500? I generally don't know. All I know is it's better than the 1.0. Sorry if I'm all over the place right now because I've literally just finished work, so I've just been sort of just waiting here for this to be delivered. So yeah, I'm gonna quickly put this on and hopefully this fits on my head. Otherwise, I'm gonna be pretty sad. Yeah. So here we go. Right. This is honestly really nice. Huh. Okay, so for any sort of context to you guys, just quickly. Oh, and they've actually made the clip shorter. That's honestly perfect. That's brilliant. Alright. That is honestly perfect. So I never mentioned this in my previous one. So this is a large, and the one that I have here is an extra large. And this one I got originally in a large, and when I put it on my head, even when I was doing it the proper way, which is to roll it on your head, it was literally, when it was around my face, I was literally there like this. I can't, like, and it felt like it was literally constricting my head. And I even just sat with, like, because the whole idea is you should be able to sit there for like a few minutes, wait for it to sort of get better, and it should be okay. So one of the things that sort of, I was just sat there, and I was like, this feels, I was sort of getting a bit sick, and I just thought to myself, I need to get the extra large. So that's why I ended up getting an extra large. Unfortunately, because of how bad the lining was in this helmet, obviously after a while it does slim down. And unfortunately, this helmet, I don't really want to put this on my head. It's probably just going to smell of dry blood. But I'll just put it on. So please don't smell. Please don't smell. Oh, it does smell as well. God damn it. So obviously this is on my face, and you notice how it's sort of a similar, I suppose you can't really gauge it, but it's sort of a similar thing. But however, any little bit of, it's now the padding's so loose to the point where this thing can just have sort of a party on my face. So that's why I went with the large of this. And from what I can tell, it's nice and tight, but it's not tight to the point where you have to go, oh geez, I need to move up. So if you're, because I am not normally a large, and from what I can tell now, they do fit to the size that you're, that you should be in theory. Obviously everyone's got different head shapes. I don't know what my head shape is, but all I know is that I am a large. I know that I am 59, I think, 59 centimeters around, or 60, something like that. And yeah, so yeah, this one is a lot better. Yes, it's feeling slightly constricting, but obviously it's not to the point where I'm here like, oh, I think I'm gonna pass out. Yeah. So, and it's on pretty good. And I think even with a few years of use, I think it will actually be okay. In terms of the material, it's 100% better than the 1.0. Honestly, a lot nicer to the face, if that makes any sense. But yeah, it's actually not too bad getting on and off. And then another thing I noticed is with, especially when it came to this one, there wasn't actually a latch, so you could have it like so it would clip here, it would clip to about here, and then it would be straight down. And it was, from what I can tell, well, I've noticed with this thing, it actually has that sort of lip thing, it has like different stages, which is actually finally brilliant because, oh, and from what I can tell, it actually has like a proper seal. So when it clips down, it's like almost a proper seal. And from what I can see, I have to see what this is like in the rain, although I actually kind of don't want to go out in the rain. But they've improved it massively, the lip in here, because on this one it almost felt like a sort of like it just had this really weird rubber thing, and obviously as that came down it would just sort of rub on the visor, and it sometimes it was just, oh, it is massively broke. Yeah, okay, I don't want to mess with that anymore because bits of carbon is flaking off and that's going to end up cutting me. So yeah, I'll just put that there. So yeah, from what I can tell so far, I'm actually honestly happy with what I've received so far. Obviously, things can change. Obviously, I haven't ridden it on a bike yet, so I'm going to be doing a review on it. I will give it a few days, probably even like a week or two, because it's only fair to judge it in like as much as possible. So, and the one thing I noticed as well is like other people reviewing these helmets, they're riding loads of different types of bikes. From what I can tell, like I want to sort of say that my review is sort of going to be more gauged towards the naked slash sport sort of bikes, because obviously I know obviously H bike travels pretty much the same. However, if you compare, like for example, I saw a guy on a cruiser with the helmet on saying that the wind noise was barely noticeable. Obviously that can be completely different to someone on a sport bike or a naked, and I will basically be going and seeing if I'll be sort of pushing it within obviously legal roads limits and stuff. I'll see if I can try and find some areas that are private where I can hit up to a speed where other people feel comfortable with doing, which like I don't. But yeah, so just basically I'll be sort of going into detail of like everything. I'll try and the only thing I will say as well just before I go, I did have the 1.0, the Shockwave 1.0. Unfortunately, the problem I had with that is that in the helmets there's two leads that connect into the Shockwave. The one with the gold head, when I was taking it out of here, I think one of the days it was just really difficult to try and unpull it. I was there, I grabbed two pliers and tried pulling it, and then all of a sudden, just with one simple movement, the lead just came out from the gold head socket bit, the connector, and I was literally there like, oh crap. So that was essentially, I thought, oh yeah, no, that'll be fine. I doubt I'll need it. Turns out that was like what actually made it get like, because I could still connect to the Bluetooth, but the Bluetooth was so spotty, so it would be there like it would be like playing music and it would cut off, play music, cut off, and it was just really horrible. So in terms of also comparing the 1.0, well, the Shockwave 1.0 to the 2.0, I won't be able to do that unfortunately, because like I said, I had problems with this one's. Yeah, we'll see. Hopefully I don't do that on the new one, otherwise I will be very upset person, because that's one of the main reasons that I got this one, is because obviously that everything's built in. You don't have to worry about putting a modular thing on the side, which some people like doing. I personally don't want to spend, well, I say that I don't want to spend extra, but I ended up spending extra. No. So if you guys have any questions and that you want to ask me, like how certain things are, So like, if there's any sort of questions that you have, I'll try and answer it as quickly as possible. Some of them I might save for the review, or just include it in both, like in the comments and in the review. But yeah, I'm gonna try and give this a fair shot, putting all the bad stuff that's happened behind me, and just sort of go in an open mind. Because to be fair, they've given me enough reason for me to go, you know, I'll give them another chance. But yeah, I'll review this Ruroc Savage. But initially, my first impressions of the helmet is absolutely insane. So far, from what I can tell, there is definite improvements from the 1.0. Enough for me to say, if you've got a 1.0 and you're there on the fence, just in first initial impressions, it is an upgrade. That's one thing I definitely can say. I can finally say it's to the level where it's close. I don't want to say it's worth the money yet, because obviously that's ridiculous to say that when I haven't truly ridden with it or experienced it properly. But it's looking like it's close to it. And also, yeah, in the review, I'll definitely will not be biased. I'll be as honest as hell. Just, yeah, because at the end of the day, it's like your guys' hard-earned money that you're paying. So if the helmet is, if it's good, I'll tell you it's good. If it's okay, I'll tell you it's okay. If it's crap, I'll tell you it's crap. If it's horrible, I'll tell you it's horrible. But from my first impressions, so far, it's looking pretty good. I'm really happy with everything so far. So yeah, if you guys have any questions, don't forget to leave a comment down below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And yeah, I'll see you guys in, hopefully, the review of the Ruroc Savage 3.0, which hopefully shouldn't be too long. I hope not. Yeah, I'll try and see if I can get it done. I wouldn't say get it done, but try and not dilly-dally on it, basically. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Yeah, thank you, Ruroc, for, well, Dan and Archie for coming through. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.